is, Trump talked about trying to buy Greenland in 2019, and the then Secretary of State Pompeo went along with it, saying that, global warming will liberate all these precious, minerals and oil, undiscovered oil. So there's that. The other thing is that I believe that Trump is in office in part to solve Vladimir Putin's problems and creating a crisis for NATO and dividing NATO and having the U.S. go rogue in ways that are quite authoritarian. Who does it benefit? It benefits Putin. And the other thing is that, unfortunately, autocrats can get into a state, I call this autocratic backfire, when they believe their own hype and they become convinced that nothing can restrain them. And Donald Trump recently gave an interview to the New York Times saying that he was restrained only by his own mind, which is not reassuring, and his own morality.
Well,
and so he feels
Ruth,
that he has a right to this.
Believing the hype, as you know, also violates one of Biggie's 10 crack commandments from Scarface: never get high on your own supply. And when you cut off all facts and you live off propaganda, that as you say, is at risk. Tell us a little bit more about the NATO or European vendetta, and then I want to bring Jason in, especially on the domestic politics of this, because you're reminding everyone that if Trump is doing something that makes no sense and also benefits Putin, maybe that's the only sense it needs to make. And for anyone who would rather believe that their president is only looking out for the U.S., low bar, but hoping for that, it almost can offend your sense of patriotism. If you forget who's president, you just said the average American, well, this only makes sense if you understand they're doing it for a foreign power's benefit, not yours. That would be pretty upsetting, right? You take out the red and the blue and you say, well, so walk us more through the details of that Russian part, and then, Jason, tell us what you're thinking tonight.
The one of the biggest deterrents to Putin and all bad actors has been NATO and the very powerful U.S. military, which has been stationed all over Europe, including in Greenland, and represents a huge power, a huge, deterrent. And so you have to get rid of that. But really, psychologically, it can sound absurd. But Trump is he had almost a narcissistic ego injury when he did not get the Peace Prize. And he talked about it in many, many posts. And Machado of Venezuela gave him hers, but that didn't satisfy him. And so he actually wrote to the Norwegian prime minister saying that because he didn't get, as you said in the introduction, because he didn't get the Peace Prize, he feels no obligation to care about peace. And so when autocrats are denied something, they go into a kind of rage and they take it out both on their own people and, in this case, on the continent of Europe by threatening economic warfare with the tariffs.
Jason?
Yeah, this is the thing, Ari. It only makes sense if you look at this internationally, but also it doesn't really make sense long-term for the United States. I have spent a tremendous amount of today answering text messages and phone calls from friends and colleagues abroad. And I feel like I literally have to explain basic American policies. And I had a friend from England text me and say, don't you all still have checks and balances? How is he able to do this? And I had to say the checks and balances on this kind of presidential communication and behavior have disappeared, right? In any sort of functional administration, even a previous Trump administration, someone would have said, hey, you can't send that message to the prime minister of Denmark. Somebody would have said, hey, you can't just